MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. The Bo Sox look to extend their historic winning streak to Eduardo Rodriguez, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a dominant performance in his last start. Struck out 20 batters. Let's hope he brings that same stuff with him, because we might see a lot more Ks than this one.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Marcus Semien is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Marcus Semien goes down for out number 2 in the top half. George Springer the next to hit as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 3 homers and 7 driven in.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The next 0-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Toronto nothing. Sox coming to bat. You've got it tuned to Major League Baseball, the show. Robbie Ray is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the 4th inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
A solo home run there for Mookie. 19th home run for him on the season. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
No, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there, hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had enough.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he'll get in there safely.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Now the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gurriel arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And stepping in, Rafael Devers comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Hit in the air down the right field line. Ray is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty B, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate in 8 or 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
He froze him on the fastball there. Rafael Devers becomes out number 2 this inning. And Dan, D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this recent trend is becoming a problem. They have to find someone that can go out on the mound and throw a donut up early to give this offense a chance to right itself. They can't continue to be playing from behind consistently right out of the gate.
And here's Richard to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 1 inning in the books here. The Red Sox stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Lourdes Gurriel comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. At the plate now is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Jays go down in order. They're down 2-0.
Leading off.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. High and deep down the left field line. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Springer to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So here's Michael Chavis now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hard on the ground towards short. Bichette's got it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
And that's through for a hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Johnny Damon.
Into the box, Johnny Damon. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. The 3 of us are back after this mess. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out. Up next is Danny Jansen. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. A bouncer to the left side. Devers gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Alex Verdugo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Springer is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
1 gone here in the Boston third, and that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Devers leads off first with 1 away. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. Runner at first with 2 gone, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. Red Sox leave 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
he has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. As he'll chop it off to the right, it's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's George Springer. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the... Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to hit is the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
Now
back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. To third. He's got it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. Now the Red Sox DH, Johnny Damon, 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1-2-3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
And another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Swing and he launches this one to deep left field. And it's gone into the monster seats. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
See, I just don't understand that. He had an open base and could have pitched around him, but they challenged him and lost big time. That is one costly decision.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Back up the middle. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. First delivery to him. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel flew out last time up. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Lourdes Gurriel goes down for out number 2 in the top half. At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fouled off.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. Tommy Malone gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Bichette picks it up cleanly, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And that just looked like a really tough play right there. Had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, and it cost him. It made all the difference right there, boys. He had to be perfect with the speed getting down the line.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Bichette gathers it in. 1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
And now Johnny Damon belted high in the air out to left. Left fielder looking up. Gone! Over the monster for a home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno. Number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
Here's the pitch. Now another one hit deep to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May followers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. And now in the box, Rafael Devers singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a single.
That's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway, you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And he's in there with a two-run triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Back goes Springer. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. Now into the box, Rowdy Tellez. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So far this year against Southpaws, Grichuk is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Fouled away.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an...
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's... Bottom of the 6th inning now. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Michael Chavis. First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. Now a swing and a drive down the line. This has the height, and it's a fair ball over the monster for a home run.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Into center field, line drive base hit. So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the order now with nobody out.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roy. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
And now the first pitch. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field, and it bangs off the monster. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Springer is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side. Digging in will be Bo Bichette, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Here's the pitch. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Bo Bichette becomes the first out of the inning. Marcus Semien is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Wow, this one bounces off the pitcher. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third. Striding in for Boston, Alex Verdugo. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Now a drive out to left center field. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no-doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
David Phelps comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Matty, this is crazy. Dan, what does the pitching coach say at this point?
Right now, the only thing he can't say is pick up that bullpen phone and look for reinforcements because this has gotten really ugly, and this is a nightmare for a pitching coach.
In the air, down the line in left. Gurriel will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Johnny Damon. It was a base hit last time up. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Springer, and it's off the Green Monster. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So there it is. He's hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the coolest things you can witness happening in a single game. He's going to be the talk of baseball for a few days after this one.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Now here's the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single. So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Gurriel, base runner at first with 1 out, and it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Fouled off.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter.
First pitch of the AB now. Lofted in the air out to right field. On the move is Betts. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for... Here's J.D. Martinez. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next, it'll be Rafael Devers, grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Down in order go the Reds. Here's Randal Grichuk starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. First pitch on the way. Danny Jansen is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Going for strikeout number 15. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Martinez has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Bo Bichette. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 18-0 the final this afternoon. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked.